Hey guys, what's up? Now, I know what you're saying. How are you recording on Xbox with voice? Well, I found out a way. I'll probably explain that to you guys later, but I found a way to record for up to an hour with voice, but the voice part didn't work. So it's using a hard drive is how I recorded. So now I plugged my hard drive into my computer, and now I'm just doing a voiceover over the video. So this isn't the actual audio over the video. So I'm just gonna be explaining what I'm doing rather than giving an actual commentary like, oh, shotgun, acts like it never happened. So please try to ignore the made with Animatica. It's just an app I got on my computer so I can make a voiceover, but hopefully I will be able to get my audio to work after this. There we go. I'll give you guys volume. Make my audio work on my Xbox. But I didn't like where I was landing with the battle bus started. This is my least favorite spot. So I decided to land in factories and go for my gray pistol that I saw. Sorry if you can't hear me very well or the music's too loud. It's just, again, good voiceover. So I immediately loot the chest and get a drum gun. So then I drop my pistol. And I see that tac shotgun, so I go get that after my drum gun. That was both one of my first matches of the day. That was like my second match, I think. So I did pretty well for only my second match. And by the way, guys, this is Thomas playing. This is not Matthew from Night Watch. Matthew posted a video earlier, I think yesterday or 2 days ago when I posted this. And oh, by the way, I was really lucky to get that hoodie. And he said that he's never played Fortnite before. And that's not true, people. I need to state this. He played like 5 days of Fortnite before that, so he lied to you. See, I'm better. I don't lie. I've actually played Fortnite before, so I know what I'm doing. But I don't see the guy, but then I do, and I see him walking through the little bathroom. So hit him for 51, then headshot him for 151, and that's lights out for that man. So that's one kill, people. One kill. I would have landed in a popular place, but because of where the battle bus was, I just decided not to. The most annoying part of all this is the fact that I have to do a voiceover for 22 minutes. So then I see that person over there, who's I actually got into I'm just going to say this now, a really good fight. Because I ran out of mats really quickly. You see, land right there. I try not to use all my mats because I didn't have many. And at this point, I was really stuck. I couldn't build up because there was a ramp above me. He was right there, so I was just trying to snipe him. Hopefully, I was hoping that he would peek out, but I knew that wasn't gonna work. So, like, I was really stuck. There was nothing I could really do. I couldn't build up because of the spot I was in, because there were stairs above me. So I really was done. And I just said in the video that I was so dead, but then I hit him for 140 headshot, and then hit him for 70. So he died. But I even stated, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so gonna die. But so that was the first really decent fight I got into. Like he wasn't a great player, but he wasn't a bad player, if you know what I mean. I was just stuck in a really awkward position. And at this point, I don't like where I am in the match. I don't have many mats. I have decent weapons, decent healing, but the whole problem is the mats. So I didn't like the fact that I didn't have many mats. But at the end of this video, you will see how many kills I have. And I just want to state before we get to the end of the video, like I said, I would get more. I would usually get around 15 kills per game. But maybe sometimes more, sometimes a little less, depending on when I die. But if it's a decent game, I'll get around 15 kills. But since I only landed here, I usually get like 6 kills early game. Or you see right now I have 2. So right now what I'm doing is I'm thinking to myself, I'm wondering if people looted the building that was to the left of me. So right, I see that there's an open door, so I'm like, oh, okay, someone already looted that, but now, does anyone loot this building? So that's when I build up the stairs, and I see that there's actually a chest in there. So of course, I went to go get the chest. I took my green AR, or the green AR for my blue suppressed SMG, and then I take that med kit. But then I hear a rift, as you just heard, and what I wanted to try to do is I was hoping that he would come towards me, or she, sorry to assume. And at this point, I actually do see where they are, and I started shooting at them, but I missed all my shots because I'm bad. And at this point, I knew that I was duped. I didn't have many mats. I had a total of like 200 and like 44, 44 mats, something like that. So I knew it wasn't good. Actually, no, I think it was 257. I think it was 257. Because I mentioned how many mats I had. Exactly. So at this point, I had 257 mats total. I knew I wasn't in a good position. It's not like I could knock down this entire mountain and he could die. They were just stuck up there. So at this point, I'm like, okay, let's go try to get up there and attack them. But then I hear that tree being broken. I'm like, wait, what? And then all of a sudden, I realize that there's a person there. Now I think this is the second. No, this isn't a big fight, but you'll see. I'm just gonna tell you guys now. This person had no idea what they were doing. They were at the end just spamming things. They had no idea what they were doing. Like, literally, they were just spamming things at this point. They didn't even know what they were doing. And because I didn't have a lot of mats, I knew this player wasn't very good. I didn't want to waste all my mats fighting this player. Because I've already, at this point, I was like, so I knew this player wasn't very good. And I was running out of ammo. I had, like, 0 AR ammo left, 7 for my, Tommy gun. So I shot them. And I was just, at this point, I was talking about how that person had no idea what they were doing. They were just spamming. So, what am I doing? Oh yeah, so I'm sorry guys, just in advance to say that I didn't realize that I had 81 shield. So what I do now is I see my green AR has 27 bullets, so I try to pick up that one to see if it has 30, but it only has 23. But I do realize later, spoiler alert, that I only have 81 shield and that I should use my big shield, but not right now. Also, second spoiler alert, there's really no action. It's just me farming materials and waiting it out until a little bit later in the video. So, you'll see that. And I do mention in this video, this was my first attempt of a match. So, basically what I was going to do is, if I died right away, I was going to scrap the video and redo it. But if I got like 2 kills and died, I'm like salty. After like 6 minutes of playing, 5 minutes, I'm like, whatever. I'll post it to YouTube, but we'll see what happens. So this was my first attempt. I did not record any matches before this. I played 1 match before this, and I wasn't recording because it was just my warm-up match. So then I started recording, and I played this match. Like I said, there's nothing really to commentate over. Because there was nothing going on, really, at this point. I was just walking around, getting some more mats, trying to get to the circle. And I believe this is the point when I realized that I have 81 shield. Yeah, I see that guy's loot. I'm like, what? How did that guy die? And I love bouncers. Bouncers are like my favorite thing in the game. So I pick up the bouncers. I realize I'm at 81 shield. So I'm like, it's a nice day outside. Wait, oh wait, no, it's not yet. Hold on. Wait, what? Wait. Oh, I only have 85 shield. Oh, wow, that's amazing. So what I can do is I can take those C4s. Ha! What a smart idea. Right? I know. So we take the C4s after I drink my big shield. So even if it wasn't worth it, like if I had 99 shield, I would have still probably drinking my big shield. Because then I can get the C4s and still have an extra shield. So it was worth it for that 19 shield or whatever. So I got my extra 19 shield, picked up 4 C4s, which would definitely help if I was ever in a big build battle or if someone was in a 1v1. My words don't work. So at this point, I know where I am. I'm at the bridge, and I was gonna try to get over to around east, because I know that there's bricks over there. So at this point, I'm just farming up mats because I'm right on the edge of the safe zone, the circle. So I'm just gathering up some mats, slowly heading towards the rift. And you can see I'm taking turns left and right, seeing if there's anyone that can possibly fight. And wait, let me just like do something that I can actually commentate over game, please, Thomas. So what I do here is I switch to my brick because I think, thank you for letting me commentate over something. When I use the brick, I can just run back up here, destroy the little statue, and get more brick. Now I don't know if you noticed, but once I was building up, there was actually a rift in the air, but I couldn't find where the rift was. I was like looking, I'm like, where the heck is the rift? So I'm guessing it was right above me, but I didn't want to just keep building up. I was wasting mats. I was in the zone anyways. The only thing a rift would have helped me do is find more players to kill them, to get more loot, and that would have maybe even killed me anyways. So at this point, I'm like, oh, whatever. I'm in the zone anyways. Let's just go find some people. And that's what I basically go to do. So I'm like, la-dee-dee-la-dee-dee-la-dee-dee. Where are some people? Oh yeah, give me these mats. Mats, I need mats. Yep. I like how all the action is at the start of the video and at the end. A lot of action at the end. You can see right now, 13, not 30 people left, and the storm's moving in. About 10 seconds left for the storm, and I'm just waiting it out. I see that there's attack here, so I take the shells, take the medium bullets, and I'm really wondering what people are at this point. So I actually thought that by the triangle, if you see, that maybe someone put a platform underneath the triangle and they were hiding there, but I didn't see a platform, so I knew that no one could have been hiding there. So after I see is I actually, wait, hold on. I do see the player. I don't know if you saw him, he was north. But I really didn't want to get into a long range battle because I do not have the best AR. I only have a green AR, of course. So, and I have a decent amount of mats, so I'm like, hey, whatever. Let's try to get close to him and fire at him. But at this point, I lost him. I had no idea where he was. It's basically like he was just teleporting around the map. But then all of a sudden I hear a heavy shotgun go, and you see in the bottom left, blah blah blah, streamer shotgunned whoever, and I'm like, where did they have a fight? Then I see the one dude, so I hit him once for 58 headshot. And then I'm like, well, I have a decent amount of mats. He doesn't seem like a great player. He was spamming staircases. So I know he's not a good player, and you'll see that he's spamming after this. So I knew that I didn't really need to use a lot of ammo or shotgun shells. Triangle there. Like, at this point, he has like 10 health, 20 health, and he's just playing Ring Around the Rosie spamming gold. So I'm not going to waste my mats fighting this guy. There's no point. So I upgrade from my purple to a gold heavy shotgun. Take his minis. Take his blue AR. And then I get sniped at. Now, I don't really worry about that, because I just take time to reload my guns. And I do not know where that person is. I don't have a sniper, because I want to keep my C4s. I didn't take that bolt. And then I started going along the edge of Salty to get into the circle. And try to find where more people are. And then I realized in a couple seconds later, I'm like, oh, it's probably the person in the big metal base, but I don't even remember what happens, to be honest. I don't remember this part. I only remember seeing the big metal base, and I'm like, oh, there's a person in that. I don't remember. At first, I actually thought it was they were in one of the little shacks, but then I see the big metal base, and I'm like, they're maybe there. And I took a few shots on that person. Of course, you gotta hate Bloom. So Bloom really does affect me. And then I do a boo boo booga. Hashtag Daquan for days. And that person. So I was gonna do a 360, but if I like messed that up, that would have been like the most embarrassing thing. And at this point, I'm like 5 people left. Whatever, I can win. So let's try not to 360 them, just ooga booga booga them, and I ooga booga. So at this point, I'm like, whatever. He has a 1x1. Hashtag C4 time. I have to use my C4 the whole game. I C4 them down. Then I'm like, let's get another ooga booga booga. But then they build a roof. Smart play by him. Now they actually do get a good shot on me, and I'm like, okay, this is I think my second or final good actual battle. And I'm like, at this point, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so dead. This person gets 2 good shots on me. I'm so dead right now. But so at this point, I shoot them down. I miss my shot. I hear them jump down. Now I hear them building. I'm like, where are they? I hear him reloading. So I know he's underneath me. Then I see him run. I see the little footsteps, the little clouds. So I kill him with my drum gun. And I make a hard decision to take the bolt over the C4s. It was hard, but I knew that I might have needed the bolt late game, and you'll see why I need the bolt in a second. So I'm pretty sure the bolt actually saved me in the one of the last fights. Before the match ended. I say here, 4 people. I'm still, the only problem with me is that when I see like 4 people left, 3 people left, 2 people left, I don't care, I just rush everyone. So, because there's so many matches that I can just be playing. So at this point, I'm just, I see the mountain, and I see loot on the mountain. So I'm like, let's go loot that, and then we can try to see what we can do. So I'm trying to look at what that loot is, still checking my surroundings, see if there's anyone trying to sneak up on me or there's anyone near me that I can fight. And at this point I hear 2 people sniping. I knew it wasn't at me because it didn't sound like it. So I try to make a little base on this wood. These stairs aren't mine, of course, but I'm just trying to make a little base on them. And at this point I really wanted to snipe that guy behind the tree, but I couldn't really see him well. Because, again, of course, the tree was blocking me. So when I see him rushing up, I'm like, yes, please, rush. I take a risky sniper shot that could get me seen in a second here. But I was about to, but then he built. But then, in a second here, you'll see a risky sniper shot, but he moves. But he still actually hasn't noticed me. I think he thought it was the other person. So I line up my shot, boom, headshot. Now I know that he was fighting someone, so I need to go take out the person that he was fighting. So I go over here to that little wall, I see the person, take a risky sniper shot again, and do not hit it. So at this point they're using a thermal scope assault rifle, I believe, and then trying to shoot me down, I think is what they're doing. So I move back a little bit. I decide to use my drum gun to blow down the stairs and stuff, because at this point where I'm at, I cannot be shot down. Well, I can, but I'll only fall like 1 floor. So I attempt to start shooting them down, but I also see them like peeking. So I'm like just trying to peek, waiting, take a risky sniper shot and miss. I take some more shots at the bottom of their structure, which I do realize there that I should be using my AR. Just taking a little bit, a couple of shots, and then waiting for them to try to peek out so I can snipe them or knock them down. You see, I see them edit, so I'm like, okay, they're editing, so now it's my perfect time to shoot them down. And I see them edit a hole in the floor, so I peek out, take a shot, and I think I actually hit them there. I did hit them, or hit her, but I did not kill her. But I did hit her with that sniper shot, if you guys did not see that. Sorry for the bad quality, by the way. It's because, again, I'm doing a voiceover, so I think that's why it's affected. But you see, I take some more shots to shoot them down because I realized that when I was shooting them down, that they actually don't get because she built them on a shaft. And then I get I think that was a sniper shot, but I'm not sure. At that point, I'm hurt, and I realized that there was a med kit back in the loot. So 1 second left until the storm comes. The storm's moving in. This was very close, this storm, I have to say. If I took this medkit like 2 or 3 seconds later, I would have been dead. You see, I immediately do this. I take the launch pad, and yeah, I know that's one of the last people. There's 3 people left. Me, her, and one other dude. And at this point, I'm really wondering where he is. I'm like, where is he? So I'm deciding whether or not to stick with this tree or whatever. Then I see him shooting. At this point, I see that they're both fighting, and I'm like, this is my opportunity. Wait for one of them to fight the other person and take the last person out. But again, like I said, I could have taken that sniper shot and killed him. But what I decided to do is not take that sniper shot, because if I killed him, she had the high ground. So since she has the high ground, she's more of a threat. So again, what I would do if I was a smart person is let him kill her. Or what I tried to do is I was going to try to knock her down. But you see, she bounced back. So what I do after is I break that down. She falls, builds another floor. Then what you'll see is she bounce pads again. Body shot, headshot. Now that the big threat's eliminated, I only have one more player. So I try to rush up to him. I'm like, where is he? I break down the wall on the ramp. Then I see his head deep down. So I start shooting at him with my star. Hit him once, hit him twice, hit him 3 times. Victory Royale! Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, Victory Royale. Like I said earlier, this was not this was my first attempt of recording a video. So thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you in the next Fortnite video. Goodbye, guys.